get started in just a second. While I make sure everything is working. Start up the game. Blasting off again. Woo! All right, welcome everyone to Kerbal Space Program 2. We're going to be checking out the good old sequel of a early access success story going back to KSP1. And let's get started. Yeah, so the main menu, obviously a little bit different, you know? I like the overall aesthetic that they're going for in a lot of the menus and things. I think hopefully long-term things become a little bit more laid out in a little bit more of an understandable way, but we're just going to get started with some KSP2. So let's do single player. Now there's no real campaign mode. Like in current KSP, since it did launch into early access rather than anything. It's basically sandbox mode, which is fine. You know, we are used to that. This is the Urko campaign in actually not Urko. This wouldn't be Urko. Uthris Space USF, I guess. Uthris Space Flight LLC. I don't know. LLC. There we go. Gotta always be an LLC, you know. Some of the original banners from the previous game is there. Just a few of them. There's some new banners too, which look pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go with this one here though. And we're gonna start our campaign. Oh wait, I forgot to turn off the tutorial, didn't I? Oh well. We'll get little helps and tips and tricks. Obviously, I have played Kerbal Space Program 1 a little bit here on the channel. I'm not going to say I'm good at it. You know, I do a lot via trial and error in this game. You know, I don't spreadsheet out. Ooh.
Your new space program, leaping forward into the cosmos.
Wow, they're doing a Carl Sagan voice.
We have looked to
Space
the
Federation,
sky
yeah, that would have been better.
What sublime mysteries lie hidden in the darkness, like jewels never beheld. These untold treasures may soon reveal themselves due to the efforts recently founded Kerbal Space Program.
Oh my! I think that might have been the only copy of the orientation film. Hold on! Slides, somewhere. Welcome to your first day running the Kerbal Space Program. This campus hosts the greatest ever gathering of astronomers, astronauts, and engineers. After years of focused effort, this collection of geniuses has created several very impressive buildings. We believe we have all the necessary pieces to take our first steps off the ground. The best way to advance our technologies further is to get up there and learn by doing. All we need now is somebody to show us how to put all these parts together. Well, we also need somebody to help us out with the flying. We need a lot of help, actually. That's why you're here. My name is Paige, by the way. If you need any hints, feel free to visit me over at the training center. Everything in there is well padded, so it's a great place to get up and running. Welcome aboard!
Okay, so KSP2. So here we are at, okay, there's a lot of different launch pads. Kerbal Space Program 2, I guess, is going to be a little bit more of a multiplayer game long term. So that's why there's a lot more launch pads. Now, there's no flight assembly building. Looks like it's just the one single assembly building split between the two. Which is pretty cool. We got the training center, tracking center. Go to the tracking center real quick. Map view. Sure. This is what Kerbin's looking like. Looking pretty good with those clouds and everything. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the moon. Oh, the moon looks good. Now, of course, this is just, you know, a basic rendering of this is going to look a lot different actually in engine and like going through the game and stuff, but it's nice. Minmus? Ooh, Minmus isn't quite as blue-green anymore. It's a little bit more, I don't know, I would say this is a more realistic coloration. Looks good. A lot of ice, reflective materials, interesting rock and ice formations, and some craters. Hey Mac, hey Dylan, Courtney, everyone joining us today. Eve, okay. I was zoomed in so far from this. Oh, this looks nice. Got Moho, the moon of Eve. Alright. And there's orbital characteristics, physical characteristics, how much mass, density, you know, atmosphere, what the gravity is and things, which will help you kind of build out there. Duna, good old Mars-like planet. Oh, wonderful looking ice fields on top. And some ice on the South Pole too. That looks good. Let's take a look at Ike. Ooh, very volcanic looking with some of these craters. Then we got Drez. Jewel. First big gas giant. Oh, that looks lovely. Tylo, Lathe. Lathe is like almost like a Earth-like. Wop, Paul, Val, Elu. Yeah, no, these planets all look good. All look good. So excited to potentially explore some of those long term. Let's see. Let's go ahead to the VAB, and we'll see first if we can just get into orbit. You know, we're gonna stage this up a little bit. We're gonna try and at least get into orbit, and maybe over to Minmus and land, maybe to the moon also. So we're gonna explore the local Kerbal satellites, I think. Okay. All right. We have a lot of the normal stuff, I would say. Now, it's not going to have all the parts from the previous game currently, because obviously it's in early access. So some things are going to be missing, but that's okay because, you know, this starting point, I think, is going to be really, really good in general. It's got a lot of parts already. Now, I'm sure, you know, I've heard a lot of people kind of complain that it should be farther along or something like that. You know, this, to me, it's a complete rewrite of a game, so I'm not going to sit there and worry too much about the exact state of it right now. I just know that it's going to get better. That's all you can ask for. A lot of interesting stuff. Aerodynamics. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be building space planes in the VAB now. Yep, they got landing gear, same wheels and everything. So I think these might be an extra wheel here. It's kind of interesting. Thermal displasion. Yep, battery, solar. Yep, generator. Some RTGs. Communication satellites. Oh man, launching communication satellites would be really cool. Alright, well, let's start with just getting into orbit, right? So we're gonna need just a single little command pod here. Nothing special with that. We're gonna throw the parachute on top. You can actually see through the windows into the fully rendered cockpit. Now, that's cool. The one thing I'm worried about that is a lot of people will kind of kit bash parts together like this. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works when people build for more aesthetics and things. But hopefully it doesn't, you know, perform too bad by doing that. Okay, cool. Let's get a drone shoot on here, because if we do get up into orbit, we're going to want one of these as well. And you can see, you know, I definitely prefer to kind of rotate this thing into here. Is there a local alignment? Usually almost always better. So yeah, I'll tend to push the drone shoot a little bit inside. Now luckily that's not going to creep into the cockpit or anything on this case, but that should be okay. Drone shoot, parachute, easy. We don't have to worry about science currently, because science isn't in the game, so you know, we're not gonna be bringing anything like that right now. A little bit of a heat shield, and then we'll just get a standard decoupler there. So command module's basically done with that, though I may want what is this? Cockle shell. I don't think they have just like some of the little storage units. Oh, there's a crew cabin. Now I think some of these also don't currently have an interior to them. That's why they're kind of using the opaque windows. I'm sure the interior will get resolved over time. How's everyone doing, by the way? Happy Sunday. Hope you all are having a good weekend so far. Let's yeah, let's not do anything too crazy initially here. Fuel tanks. What if we do that and then we're gonna try some, okay, maybe a little bit more advanced than I thought we were gonna do initially here, but this is okay. Just gonna try and embed as much fuel as possible here. For a little bit of a lander look. Forgot I was Sunday. I saw you streaming really early. Used to the evening streams. Yeah. Hey Dylan, how's it going? It's going, Roger, as well. Now I have no clue that all these fuel tanks are in use. Something that I noticed in my 0.6 tons. 0.17.068. Okay, so here's the risk of doing something like this. The risk is simply, with this much part clipping, what can happen when you finally decouple this lower ring, this upper part may just kind of get poofed off in a way. That's not very good, but we'll see. Sometimes it's good just to kind of test that stuff. Do we have ladders yet? Okay, we do have some of the ladders. That's good. let's can I unpack this first just to see what it's gonna look like deployed here? I don't think so. We're gonna angle it a bit. Move it? I can only angle it. That's a little weird. Cool, super excited to see them. Oh yeah, the blinking lights. Blinking lights are important, you know, if you want to do like a realistic left-right kind of lighting scheme. For sure. I'm gonna pop these out a little bit. I want the... the thrust, just to make sure to clear that lower area. Now we'll have to test the separation up here too, just to see. Now something that I do want to check, can I change who is piloting this? Like you can in the original. Not really seeing a tab for who's gonna pilot what. Let's see, engineers report. Manager, trip planet. All right, from Kerbin to start with Minmus. Okay, so we need about 5,000 total Delta V. We also need this to be a round trip, so we actually need about 10,000 Delta V total. I'm taking notes as I watch it. Total made it simple to get into orbit, but I'm struggling to do it. Well, yeah, I guess I am kind of skipping the orbit phase and already looking at landers, aren't I? Where's the landing gear at? It's gonna be in the wheels area. Yeah, sure. Take all the notes you want. We'll see if everything kind of shakes out. Alright, I think that's a decent little lander. I don't, you know, like I said, I don't know if it has enough fuel to really get us to where we're going, but yeah, we'll have to see. So we need a better kind of command stage to get us to where we're going from low orbit, so something like that is usually pretty good, pretty solid choice. If we can get on our way decently out of Kerbin and use this to kind of finish and circularize, and maybe even bring us start descending down, and then let this finish the landing, and then also bring us home, that might be pretty doable. What does that do? No clue what that does. Can I change the looks of this by chance? Alright, where's this couple at? This one. Impulse. We're gonna half this. Fuel cross feed should be off. I don't want to drain these tanks before draining these. I am worried. This isn't gonna do what yeah, I don't know. Alright. Don't think about it too much. Just give it a whirl. Alright, so there is that stage. Now, we need to get this whole thing into essentially orbit. So we're gonna need probably a bit of a transition here. Like a medium to large transition. Color selector is at the bottom. Colors? Oh, Kerbal manager. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna fly with, you know what? We'll take Jebediah. We're taking Jeb. What's color selector? Color manager? Whoa! So I can apply a universal... I can either set it to by part or to the whole thing consistently? That's pretty cool. Not really seeing things change though. Or does it only change when I close this? Or do I have to click on it? Okay. So I have to click on it. Alright, sure, let's get the good old Uthris colors here. No, that's wrapper colors. Hold on. Also, I'm gonna probably switch these. Let's do that and accent. Nope, that looks like puke. That's not good. Not good at all. Maybe just white will be fine. White and blue? Or blue and white? Yeah, let's do blue and white. Blue and white's cool. How do I close this thing, though? Does it close if I... Okay. Just choose a different drop-down thing. Okay, anyways, so we have a bit of a wider selection here, though I chose the wrong profile. It looks like I chose more of a plain profile, which is honestly fine. I mean, we can do that. Right? Do something like that, and then get a double engine. Obligatory red goes faster comment? True. Red does go faster. Alright, and then we're going to need side boosters. I'm going to try and do... the liquid staging here. So let's get alright, some couplers. Get some large boy couplers. Attach there, I think. And then gonna over-engineer the crap out of this thing, as one does. Let's rotate these so the stripes line up. Gotta line up the stripes. And then the engines. In fact, these ones are gonna be heavy boost kind of engines. These ones are gonna be probably just the standard swivels. This whole thing down to match. nope, nope. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so there's that. Aerodynamics. Let's get some aerodynamic boys on there. So we're only at 5,000 meters a second, but you don't need everything at once there. Hold on, let's group those up. Group these up. Rid of these empty areas. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, let's get some fuel lines. I feel like the fuel line should probably be in a different spot. Almost turning a rocket into a tornado, true. Alright, and I think I'm gonna just need a strut here at the bottom to hopefully keep things from wobbling too much. Still don't have a crazy amount of delta V here, but again, as it gets lighter, it should kind of get that back. Okay. Alright, so we're launching the mains first. That's fine. These tanks are also going to drain into the main center tank and feed these engines. So these will drain pretty quickly. That's okay. We just need them to get us some initial speed. Okay, then we'll lose those. Run on mains. We'll separate out to the upper stage, separate out to the landing stage, separate out. Okay, and I need throw shoot here. That should do it. I mean, if nothing else, I know we're gonna get into orbit with this. So. Let's do our first launch and see how it goes. Should I do a launch tower? Nah. Nah. Are you ready to fly? Here's some pointers. Okay, yep, the flight nav ball is a little move. The time warp thing, I would still almost prefer this to be at the top. Oh boy. She's pretty. The launch pad's nice. I like the roll out launch tower. That's kind of backed off now. That's pretty cool. Okay. Well, Jebediah? And there's a countdown now. Dampeners for sound. Alright. Wow, alright. That was a kick. For sure. Probably only need to do 30% power here. Okay, so I cannot see how much fuel's in each side. That's a little concerning. Let's go up to about 50% power there. Looking pretty good. Approaching 300 meters a second, about 5,000 meters off the ground. We'll go ahead and start turning. So this is going to be an orbital test, I think, initially. Return and hold 60 degrees. Luckily, these are vectored engines. Otherwise, we'd be maybe fighting it a little too much here. picking up speed. Our first engines are at quarter tank or so. Alright, let's go down to 30 degrees now. We're at 15,000. Apoapse is at 32,000. Now the plume is getting wider, like it does in real life. That's pretty cool. Alright, get rid of those guys. And we're just on mains now. So we'll go up to 100%. So we just keep rolling over. So when I go to orbit, what I usually do is I just try and stay on the right side of that green prograde marker and just kind of walk it down to level. All right, AP's at we'll get up to 80,000 AP and then we'll cut engines for a bit. In fact, let's roll this right side up now. Nice. I like the cloud cover and everything. Music is good. Definitely pretty so far. And I don't really seem to have much performance issues. I know a lot of people were complaining about performance issues. But I'm still using a 1080. It's not even a TI, I don't think. Here, let's just get back. Prograde here. Time warp a little bit. Am I gonna make the Austin Powers rocket? Don't think so. Alright, we're gonna round this thing out now. So I'm gonna point down a little bit just to prevent my current AP to go too high, because we are burning a little early. Let's go up to 150,000. A little bit of a higher orbit. I like the fact that we can see the apoapse and periapse here, just directly here. I don't have to go into map view to take a look at it all the time. But what I can do is let's go ahead and warp here. Come on, let's get this thing rolled back over. Should have made a maneuver node or something to pre-align before warping. Alright, periapse is growing. And there we go, 153 and 150. We're on the dark side of Kerbal now. Let's turn off lock here. So yeah, we definitely have enough to get into orbit so far. Look at that sunrise. All right, let's just bring what we have down to the surface then. It's a little bit of a test. I did not go to like a specific launch window or anything like that, though we could try and push it to the moon. Let's see if the moon still holds true. So we're gonna go around until the moon is basically at the horizon line for us. And then we just point to the moon and go. Alright, let's see here. Alright, there's the moon. Alright, note to self, get some reaction wheels here. So we can actually do this a little bit easier. Now, does time warping still freeze? Yeah, okay, so it does kind of still freeze your ship. So you can use the time warping thing. Alright, we'll lose that. We need to set the moon as our target, which we don't really have to do, but I'm gonna do. And then we'll point at our target. Kick on this engine. And see if we can't maybe slingshot around the moon and back. As our first flight here. Alright, so we're just 0.2 degrees off from its orbital axis, so that's pretty good. We are burning, raising our new height towards the mun. I'm just doing this without maneuver nodes initially. Obviously, if we use maneuver nodes, we'd be a little bit more efficient. But this is okay. Alright, what do we got here? Target intersect 1, target intersect 2. So that's kind of the closest we get. If I just keep expanding, there we go. So we got some actual engagement here. Periaps. It's just 35,000 meters. Can I get it a little closer? Like 11,000 meters? We'll see how that goes. Alright, and we'll even... Maybe we should warp over. Maybe warp to here? Just to get out towards the moon. There she is. Wait, was that kilometers for our periaps or meters? Actual meters. Okay, 10,000 meters. That should be fine. I don't think we'll crash into the surface. Here, let's watch the mun get a little bit closer here. As it catches up to us, essentially. We're slowing down in relative speed, and the mun is basically trying to run us over right now. Alright, so this is the new look of the Mun. Pretty crazy. The lighting is awesome on it. Oh, boy, we're getting pretty close. Like I said, it's basically trying to run us over right now. We'll get about here. This is about as close as we're gonna get. AP is negative. Am I gonna hit it? Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Should I risk trying to land on it, guys? I mean, Jebediah might get stuck out here if I do this. Okay. Camera's a little confused. It doesn't know if I'm orbiting or on ground right now. A little awkward. Alright, so we're going 530. Just land a little bit quicker. Here, alright, let's get this organized a little bit of a way. Jeb was born to land on the moon, that is true. And he seems to apparently be in a one-way ticket to the moon. Also, we did not test the separator here. I have no clue what's gonna happen when that actually kicks in. Like I said, I don't know if I'm currently draining these fuel tanks or not with this stage. Let's get down to about maybe... I'm just trying to get more vertical rather than horizontal here. It's kind of the goal. Let's So if you want verticality on your landing, what you do is you kind of chase the retrograde kind of upwards up the nav ball. So you kind of thrust here underneath of it, and you can see how it's pitching upwards. I'm gonna come down at like about a 45 degree initially. We are going about 40 meters a second, so this is actually kind of slow. That's okay. Like, I'm only at 10% thrust right now, and we're basically barely losing speed. This is how I kind of land. I like this kind of long, slower burn thing. I don't do a full suicide burn. What I do is a little bit more wasteful. You can click an arrow near the LED display. What do you mean an arrow? Ooh, we have RCS too. You know, I probably should have gotten rid of all of our mono propellant as well. All right, we're coming down into the little basin here. I actually kind of want to use up all this fuel. I feel. Because this stage doesn't have landing gear. I don't think you can do fuel transfers yet. Yeah, I don't see an option to. Right bottom, the little ghost screen. This? So does this mean I am using my fuel from up here? The fact that the fuel's not listed is a little concerning. Yeah, we were. We sure were. Alright, we're at 300 meters till touchdown. Yeah, we're gonna run out of fuel, but we should land this pretty okay. Hold on, let me just chase the nav ball back to vertical. Yeah, I think we used up the fuel on this stage. That's a little depressing. We had a separator. I should not have been using the fuel on this stage at all. Which is a little bit of a shame. Also, we almost bottomed out. Can I edit the strength of these? Oh, it's auto suspension. Hold on, let me turn auto suspension off. Can we get this more rigid? A little bit more rigid. Vessel resources. Kerbal manager? Resource manager? Okay. Yeah, we drained all that. That kind of a little meh. Time for an EVA? You're right. You know, it is. Oh no. Well, I guess Jebediah has been in the snack box again. Boing. Let's take a look at the Kerbals a little bit. They're definitely far more expressive. So far, it seems. Boing? Alright, well, plant that flag? You're right, I need to plant that flag. Site name. First landing. Send help. Okay. Yeah, you're just so happy, aren't you, Jeb? Boom. See if our reaction control wheel on the cab is enough to stand this back up. Let me roll. Just a little bit. No, let's not roll that way. Roll this way. Why is my electric charge not dipping? Oh. There we go. Back on solid ground. Luckily, this thing's just light enough, and with the RCS. Let me see if it tips over again by getting out. Okay, that might have been a little bit of a fluke. There we go. This is a better photo op. A little weird that we're floating above the ground, but I'm sure that'll get kind of straightened out. Honestly, I'd rather float above than fall underneath the surface. Is our monopropellant instant too, or did we fill up by going back into the shuttle? No idea. Okay, well, we landed. You know, the flag is here, which is good. I can't inspect the flag, though it's planted. So we need to mount, I guess, a rescue mission. So a little bit more of a advanced shuttle here. This is a one-way. This is a single cockpit anyway, so we're going to need to send 2 Kerbals to pick up Jebediah, which means we're going to need a medium rocket rather than a small one. Jeb had an itch there. Vessel actions. Okay, so yeah, that's just... Alright, Kerbal Space Center. Actually, let's go to the tracking station to see what this looks like from tracking station. So this thing is going to go ahead and land and crash. That's good. We got the Mun here. Crew, Jebediah Kerman. Flight situation, landed. Colonies, KSC. The Fly Safe 1. Debris, we got some debris here as well. Celestial bodies, alright. So Jebediah is on vacation. Oh. So I can go to the tracking station and immediately go back to here. That's actually a pretty interesting change. I don't have to go all the way back to the center, then click back on the flight. That's interesting. It's almost like it has a root folder at the top. Alright. So we need to make some modifications to be able to retrieve Jeb and bring him home. We need a bigger rocket. And this time, the lander is going to be cargo rather than part of the main vessel of the ship. So Valma's going to have to bring home Jeb. And also, we might have to do our first docking maneuver. That's going to be interesting. Do I want to make a separate landing vessel completely? Yeah. So this is the return from orbit thing. Look at that cockpit. That looks good. Wow. That looks real good. All right, utility. Okay, so that's a radial. Okay, so if it's sideways, it's radial mount. If it's vertical, it is a top mount. Droge. Yeah, let's use the big droge and then maybe 2 radial mount boys here. And just move them in just slightly. Just a little bit of a click. In fact, I might... What if we rotate them? Attach them more like that. think that looks pretty good. Let's get our heat shield. I don't know if heat mechanics are even in the game right now, but I'm going to treat it like it is. So heat shield established. This is what's going to actually return to Kerbin. Alright. Do some docking. And is this a shift? View more. Okay, cool. Hold shift. Crew 1. Alright, let's... Just kind of the standard lantern can. That's okay, though I do want to throw a structure here on that. Give it a little bit of a hat. There we go. And then fuel. Or should I do a structure? Let me see if there's a cool, almost lander-specific fuel tank. So these are hydrogen fuel tanks. Attractive fuel tank holds a stunning amount of hydrogen rocket fuel. What uses hydrogen? I wonder. Definitely a pretty cool fuel tank. What engines uses hydrogen? Monopropellant xenon hydrogen fuel. These guys. A nerve engine. Interesting. And a big boy engine here. That is a cool design. I think hydrogen's too bulky for what we're gonna do, so let's grab ourselves a medium tank. Then put some ladders on it. Let's just put a small. Keep that retracted. Let me extend this again. Try and get this a little closer. That. Okay. Now for engines, maybe I think a poodle's overkill. think something like that's probably okay. Cool look to it. And let's get some landing legs. Again, this is highly untested. I don't even know if this will actually work. Let's extend these as a test. It's a decent amount of clearance. We'll go with that. It's okay. So yeah, as long as this... let's also turn off fuel crossfeed here. Alright, Kerbals. No, we don't want Bill. We just want Valentina. We're just gonna have 2 regular parachutes. Do I need a droge? I think it'll be safer to bring one. Or just bring a small guy. Just something to get us a little bit more at a reasonable speed. So, droge shoot first. And then the 2 side parachutes will deploy. Those are just radial mount parachutes, right? MK16R. Yes. Okay. Good. Won't know the time or anything, so maybe we can add some lights to this. Just so we can see where we're landing and stuff. Okay, it's fine. Alright, let's get a coupling beneath that. And I suppose I probably should get a fairing. Or something, right? Now, where would fairings be? Large straddle truss. That's pretty cool. Cargo nose. What is this? Okay, so these are fairings. Okay. Let's just see how wide it needs to be. There we go. That's the maximum width it needs to be. So we'll kind of come up to about there. Add a section, I guess. Let me go straight up. Add a section there. We taper in. How do I get this to close out? Does this not close? little weird that that doesn't close. Am I supposed to have, like, this thing on it? On top? No, I don't think so. Okay, well, you know, regardless, that's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's disable the fairing for a second so we can still see. Alright, and then let's get a fuel tank here. So this is going to be the command pod kind of fuel tank. This is the thing that's going to get us into orbit around the moon and bring us home from the moon. I want to use a skipper. Poodle's probably good. Poodle's a pretty efficient engine there. Alright, get another coupling. Boom. And then we can just go pure engine here. Alright, 2 of those. Guess we can go ahead and re-enable the... Okay, now why is the fairing backwards? Am I clicking on the wrong thing? So I'll re-enable that. I might change the color of this stuff. It's a little too much blue, don't you guys think? Let's do that, and then we'll go to part mode. And oop, I clicked the wrong part. There we go. Well, something in the middle got painted. Maybe the top should just be white. Maybe make the accent that blue. Okay. That looks a little bit better. Alright, main engine. I guess we're gonna need a mainsail. Mainsail would be cool. Haven't used a mainsail in a while. And then let's go and get our side tanks on here. Do I want to use liquid or solid rockets? Let's take a look at some solid rocket boosters, maybe. That's a little clippy into our engine, which is not too reassuring there for me. So we need probably the wider couple stacks. And what I'll do is, instead of using its full length, is I'll just kind of embed them a little bit, maybe just half length, something like that. It'll just make it a little bit more profile. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And put some nose cones on here. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Boop, boop. Perfect. And then parts. You know what? Let's It's not orange enough. The accent could be, let's try black. There we go. So we're at 5,748 meters a second. It's not a whole lot, honestly. But, you know, again, the thing will get more efficient as we get through the atmosphere a little bit. Let's make sure it doesn't decouple before we're ready. Decouple these, decouple that. That engine, pretty much good to go. Then we'll have to kind of do everything else manually from there, in a way. This honestly doesn't have, I don't know, we'll have to see. Hopefully we can get this one pretty good. So let's go to launch. And this time we're gonna wait for an actual window. Ooh. I don't like how bouncy that is. In fact, how much you guys want to bet that these things are on the side are gonna wobble a whole bunch? Hold on, revert to VAB. I'm gonna add just a pair of struts here. And I wonder if I can do thrust limits on the solids. If I can get the solids thrust limit to like just 70%, that might be better for our launch profile. I don't know if I can do thrust limiting here. Let's see. No, it just has gimbaling, which I didn't know these Clydesdale have a gimbal on it. That's actually kind of nice. That'll make it a little bit more stable. Trip planner. To Mun, round trip. Good plan if you like crashing. Action groups are a thing. Parts manager. Engine. What if I do that? See, I can't see the fuel in these either. So weird. Engineers report. Solar panels? Nah, man, we good. We good. Let's add that strut then. Hopefully we can get enough launch here. Here's to hoping. What the? Did it just glitch? I feel like it just glitched. Kerbal Space Center here. I think because I did a revert, going back to launch was just like, okay, yeah, sure, you want to continue your launch is already active. So let's fix that a little bit. Hopefully it saved our vehicle pro. Okay. Is there a load on here? Did I just lose that whole ship? Load vehicle. Okay, okay. I don't see it really saved in here. But I think we can load this. And it's pretty close. We just gotta add the side frames back on here. No, I feel like if I would have reverted to launch while it was glitched, it would have reverted Jebediah off the moon. Which would have, you know, kind of removed the point of us doing what we're doing here. Okay. Good. Drag this down to here. Good. Boom, boom. Separation. Good. And from here, we get to wing it again. Now, I am missing... I feel like Delta V here. I was at a different number, I feel. In fact, let's just do that. There we go. We'll start with just solid rockets. Just solid rockets for the initial height here. All right, there we go. There we go. Camera, I don't want orbital. How do I change camera? Chase. Horizon, celestial, capture? No, capture not good. Body. Body's pretty good. That's kind of what I'm used to seeing. All right, so set the moon as the target. And we gotta fast forward a little bit here on the launch pad. And we want to take off kind of right before the moon is at the horizon, right? We want to get that moon on the horizon when we're about at orbit height. So I think that's pretty good. Ooh, I like those lights. That looks cool. And Bob is flying. Okay, well, Bob, you want to go? Can I change? Oh. You can kind of see the other cockpit. Interesting. All right. Nighttime launch. They're having to do some heavy lifting on this one. Oh, the audio is so good. Those flames. The engine effects make me really happy to see. Okay, we're gonna start. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This This is fine. Look, Bill, you're trying to be too much like Jeb. Stop it. Okay, it wouldn't be KSP if this wouldn't happen, you know? Alright, we're gonna try and spin. We're gonna spin us up, and we're gonna detach. Oh, there goes everything. I don't know why. Okay, the jettison on that's weird. We're ditching the module. Oh no. Wait, was he in the lander can this whole time? Okay, hold on. Is this upside down? Alright, we have enough to probably arrest a lot of our momentum here, so we're gonna... Murderer? I'm not a murderer. No, we're good. We're good. I think. Pretty sure if I do a decent suicide burn here, we'll be okay. And we'll hopefully just kind of splash down. God, why was he in this module? I can see the white caps. Turn on the lights. And we'll deploy the landing gear. This will do nothing. Hey! Am I sinking? Where am I? Confirm the recovery. So, oh, Jeb will just die of hunger and thirst by the time you get up there. No, man, he photosynthesizes. That's how he lives there, right? Look, okay, he lived, right? We saved Bill. Revert to VAB. I'm glad we did that simulation flight, guys. You know, that really helps work out the kinks and the bugs of it all. So I am gonna have to use the main cell engine, at least for some initial control on ascent. Like, honestly, I count it as a win when I can save the crew. So I'm gonna put the sail there, that's fine. Or maybe I just don't use a gravity turn here at all. Oh. This is called the Flippy McGee. Because it likes to do flips. Now we have named it Flippy. I had floodlights on, but for some reason, oh my god, this the camera leaves something to be desired. All right, let's watch. Oh, I actually have to get the orbit again back in alignment. Moon. Set target. Oh, okay, no. I wanted the moon to be the target. Okay. Cinematic launch, go! He's still in the lander can, isn't he? That's fine. As long as we don't start flipping around again, right? Alright, we're looking good. Stable flight so far. Look at that. The plume is widening out. Alright, I'm going to give it a bit of thrust so that we can remain control, and we're going to start our turn here. Okay, maybe more thrust, more thrust, more thrust. Okay, no, we're doing flips again. Okay. Hold on. Alright, well, flipping the opposite way this time. Okay, this is, again, we named her the Flippy McGee, so we knew what we named her for. This thing cannot do any gravity turns, unless I add fins. If I added fins, it could do it, probably. Okay, that's fine. So again, we you know, after a couple cartwheels, we just point to the moon, right? Just point to the moon. That was like really belling out there. Of course, as we get lighter and lighter, we'll hopefully get faster and faster here. Okay, we're stuck. We're stuck on the previous stage. It's not good. I can't control it. Please hold. Let's go to the tracking station. We're gonna shoot down the backstage with the rocket real quick. That's what we gotta do here. Debris. Flight situation bad. Go back and control this thing here. Nope, still stuck. We're bringing cargo. Apparently. Didn't really expect to bring cargo there, but get off! Go away! Dang it! Oh no, why am I rotating? Why am I rotating? So instead of rectus, yeah, it's a colonization mission. Okay, hold on, let's a couple later. Well, I want to add fins. If I add fins, this launch is going to go a lot better. We're gonna revert to VAB real quick, and we're gonna add fins. We need them. It'll give us some control when we make that turn there. We just need some small control surfaces. We're gonna come down here. Now, when we're flying, we're gonna be tilting. Ideally, honestly, I'd rather rotate these guys to here, so that when we tilt, it's a little bit better balance for it. we're gonna maintain separation, and then we're also just need a couple fins. Honestly, just these guys. And that just simply might be enough. So. Oh man, all the hardships, but this is what I enjoy about Kerbal. You know, we body, auto ground, chase. I like body's the best one. Okay. Attempt number 3. Totally not a simulation this time. What you need is more power. Ooh, true. When in doubt, add more rockets. That is the Kerbal way. Man, nighttime launches are definitely... Oh man, did it rotate it the wrong... I don't think this is gonna work. I feel like the fins are on the wrong side now. Yeah, the fins aren't gonna help us. They needed to be here. Because I rotated the body. Oh man, I'm so good at this game, guys. Ah, screw it. Has everyone started skipping the countdown yet? Rename my ship Yo-Yo? But we're in the flippin' McGee 3. That's what we're doing. Sounds like the minions doing the countdown, true. Like, can you guys picture a multiplayer? But like, we're launching, there's like 3 flipping McGees just going, woo, just everyone launching at once and flipping. That'll be a good time. Alright, we're gonna rotate. This way, please. Oh my god. Alright, Flippin' McGee's doing his thing. Don't mind it. It's fine. It's just, you know, being Flippin' McGee. Over here. Why did I bother turning? Why did I bother? I shouldn't have bothered. Shouldn't have bothered turning. Alright, we gotta try and get this thing back on track here. by career mode, seeing how many you killed. You can't actually set it to where you can't revert in things already. It's just there's no research progression. But yeah, I mean, also we already had we've tested the lander here on Kerbin. I can land. The lander can, you know, and we can do aborts and things, right? Like I'm not honestly worried about like potentially killing them right now. I don't think that's even really possible with our setup. Yeah, I love the crash icon there. That's encouraging. Point at the moon now. we ripped off a fin. Oh no. Alright, full separation occurred. Pretty. Yeah, I really like the poodle engines. Very pretty. Alright, this is gonna get our Apple apps way out there. I think we'll orbit around. We'll try for 60,000 or 50,000. Maybe 30,000. We'll try and orbit at 30,000 meters above the Mun. Circularize, and then land where we need to go. Pick up Jeb. And hopefully, when we redock with the command module, if we have leftover fuel, I have a feeling I don't even have enough fuel to land and come back to the command module, but we'll find that out here soon. We're only 0.3 degrees off too, which is pretty good. Oh. Alright, hold on. Let's go over here. Okay, it says we're gonna crash into the moon. Let's not crash. Okay, periapps here. Doesn't really say. Okay. It's at 50,000 meters. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll shoot for 50. That's okay. So we're gonna add a maneuver node. Here. Burn retrograde. I haven't messed with maneuvers nodes yet in the early access version, so hopefully this works. Wait, am I doing prograde there? Or retrograde? Okay, that's weird. This is weird. The maneuver node is a little different than what it was. it's not drawing anything. Oh wait, is it drawing it here? That's so weird. That's okay. Still says we're kind of gonna escape, but it only requires $300 Delta V. So let's go ahead and warp ahead here. In fact, we need to go ahead and jettison this guy out. Okay. That does not jettison that I thought in the way that I thought it would. Alright, do we have a maneuver node for... Is it this? Is this going to be our maneuver node? No, I think that's the opposite direction of our maneuver node. What the heck is the moon? There it is. No, I still don't think that's right either. Oh god, our periapts fell to like 8,000. How did it do that? Shoot. Am I out of electricity or something? Oh no, I'm just in warp. Okay. We need to raise our periapts here real quick. 4,000's way too shallow. So we're gonna kind of point up, away from the moon here. I'm gonna raise that up to like 25,000 or something, maybe like 15. Nah, I feel like 25 is gonna be better. Okay. Warp to maneuver. Three, 2, 1. All right, 270 Delta V. Moon's AP is coming down. Maneuver nodes are a little, I don't know, I feel like they're not quite as clear as the first one, but you know, figuring it out still. 16 and 26,000. That's, you know, it might be okay to be in an elliptical orbit anyways. So. Where is Jeb? Jeb. Is he not on the moon anymore? Did it roll Jeb back too now? I don't see him. Alright, hold on. Let's go to tracking station real quick. It's still here, but like not here. Oh, I saw it. There we go. Set target. Yeah, the icon is somewhat inside the mun. It's gonna make it a little difficult to land there, but we're actually coming around at a good angle anyways. We're gonna go ahead, decouple. Okay. We're gonna head control from here. And I think invert, right? Let's just make sure if this points us up. Yep. Okay, good. Good. Alright, engines are lit. Let's get some separation here. Point retrograde. And I think that's where he is, right? It's tough to say with everything. I think he's about here. Alright, let's turn on the lights. A little interesting that we're not consuming power. I don't know if is power management in the early access version yet? Because we just don't use any of it, it seems. Flippy McGee 3 is on crash course. Roger. Thank you for letting us know. I'm not seeing Jeb. Wait, what's that? Is that it? Did I fly over him already? Or is that our ship that's behind us? Oh no, he's behind us! Alright, hold on. We're going around again. Alright, we're going around. Yeah, this is, number one is extremely difficult because of the... Wait, is this going to crash too? Why is this going to crash? It was set in a circular orbit. And I changed nothing. I feel like the orbital mechanics aren't quite right. Maybe the undocking movement did it? Or I hit it with my afterburner a bit, but we just lost the command module? Flippin' McGee 3 is no longer receiving or sending signals. So we're just gonna orbit around here a little bit. I don't think I have enough Delta V to get home. And I wish I could see where the ship was at the moment. Come on. Make it daytime, please. But if I go back to the tracking station, can I speed up even faster here? No. Alright, I'm coming over it kind of now. Can I see it? There it is, it's right below. Oh, the arch is there. Alright, retrograde. There she is. We used almost all of our fuel for that too. Rescue mission for the rescue mission? It seems like a possibility here. For sure. Okay, we'll see. Can't believe I'm doing this at nighttime. This is scary. Can't see anything. But I see what I think is the ground. This is weird. Okay, now I'm going back up. Kill me. No, this is fail. This is another fail. Like, it says we're 21 kilometers away, guys, but, like... that makes no sense unless it fell underneath the surface. Man, I wish I had access to a radar view right now. Here, see, like, I'm about to hit the surface. So where is Jebediah? This makes no sense. Unless it's on the opposite side. Or something. I felt like I did land on this side or whatever. Fly safe 1. Focus. Control. Let's go back here. Sure, we killed Bob, but that's okay. If we didn't do the flip, and if we didn't lose our command module, I feel like we would have the correct amount of Delta V for this. I mean, kind of just barely, but, like, look. We are... This... How can we rescue Jeb if Jeb is not here and the vehicle is underground? No, I can't take control of Jeb. I don't know where Jeb is. He's not listed here. I just feel like we're hitting a little bit of a bug here. Yeah, we don't have anyone. Yeah, F some chat for Jeb. Jeb's gone, and our rescue missions have failed. So let's go back to VAB and let's do a successful landing. Unless you guys want to go farther afield, we can try and go to another planet. Or maybe here, let's check out the plane hangar first. Let's make a plane. Regret to inform you that your friend Jeb lost his life in service to a space agency. True. Here, we're gonna make a plane here. I would like to delete this whole thing, please. Uh-oh. I might have crashed it. Hold on. It's probably thinking real hard about redrawing everything since I threw it back and moved the whole vehicle. Gonna give it a second. Up. I'm getting a spinning wheel. And it crashed. Sweet. Sweet. That's what happens, it seems. That's fine. Super early access, guys, you know? At least it starts up pretty quick. Alright. Single player. What do you guys think of the new Space Center compared to the old game? Oh, well, we're about to crash again. I don't think I can save it in time. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a radar. Please give me a radar next time. Unless this is radar. This might be radar. Let's test it. Some spotlights you guys are. You guys... Ooh, these have pitch now. That's kind of cool. Blink enabled. Yeah, you can do blinking. And you can change the color. It's kind of cool. Okay, well, Bob is here. Let's go back to the Space Center. So that's how that landing should have gone. But again, we're out of fuel and whatnot. Maybe I should use bigger spotlights the next time I need to see in a pitch black landing situation like that. More lights are required. Alright, vehicle assembly building. Let's tear apart the rocket. And... okay, it's not here. Great. Let's try and make a plane. Maybe a simple plane to start, and we'll kind of go from there. I really like this cockpit. Wow. That's nice. I like how the door is even rendered in there. And like the stuff behind the cockpit. That's cool. And if this was a space plane, it has like the back door there to like go out into the crew area. That's really cool. And this might even slide forward too. More lights needed. I like the fact that the door is a little low instead of like completely sideways there. It's kind of cool. Do you guys know how to get into first-person cam at all? I've tried a few buttons and it doesn't seem to be doing anything yet. All right, let's just make a small plane first. Just a little jet. Mm-hmm. It's not implemented just yet? That's fine. At least I know it's gonna look really pretty when it is. Let's angle these up a little bit. Get that in there nice and flush. Again, this is just one downside of rendering out the cockpit, right? When you clip things together, it's just gonna be a little weird. Ah. That's what I meant to do. Okay. Undo. My best friend. It's a little bit too high an angle. Maybe just a slight angle there. There we go. And you can actually go to these part menus. So these are procedural wings. All of them are. Which is a little bit different for sure than how they kind of used to be. So we can say root. You know, we can bring the root down a little bit. Right? And then I think you can even, you know, you can change the length of the ailerons and stuff. How much of the wing they bring up rather than vice versa. You can, you know, widen the tip of the wing. Keep it pointy. I don't know why this isn't affecting both sides. It's a little weird. Come on. Did I accidentally hit something that I shouldn't have hit? I think so. Unless I can't grab it well. Why can't I grab you? Invalid anchor. Is this anchor thing stuck now? Can I just not select parts anymore? Oh boy, I'm hitting all the bugs, aren't I? Hitting all the bugs. Alright, is this working now? Okay, I think so. Alright. Try this again. Make this a little bit thinner. Might even get a little bit longer. And okay. There's that. Let's rotate these almost vertically there. Bring them in. Okay, good. Let's add our tail section. I don't know why it's giving me flack here. Alright, tail section is good. I want to paint this whole thing. Let's just paint it black. Classic look. Alright, control surfaces. Simple tail there. Just gonna have to move this in place. Manually a little bit. Go. Get this a little bit more straight on though, that'd be good. I don't know why I can't move the camera the way that I want to right now. Alright. That's pretty good. This looks like a plane. It should fly like a plane, right? Engine-wise. You know what? I'm thinking... Let's see here. Ooh, a methane jet engine. This is a pretty small boy plane. Alright, let me grab this, and then we wrote... Oh, no. Grab that. Get down. Something like that if I wanted to, but we'd get rid of the tail fin if I really wanted to do that design. And I don't. Let's just use smaller fuel tanks. Some thin boys. Get them. You know, I still kind of want to get an engine this way. Let's just try it. Intake. Should try something like that. All right, landing gear. get this as balanced as possible without completely destroying the cockpit. That's okay. Alright, let's set these to... These ones only do roll. These ones are pitch. This one's yaw. Okay, wheels. Some of the default settings for these are a little weird. Auto friction off, steering disabled, and auto suspension off. Don't need that. Front wheel. Can't even grab it. I don't even think I can grab it anymore. I can go up here, right? And do ground. Yep. This one, steering enabled, auto friction off, auto adjust steering, no. Auto suspension, no. Okay. Well, let's test their plane mechanics out a little bit and see how it goes. Actually, let's use Tim C. Kerman. That's fine. I think that's named after one of the devs that sadly passed away. Okay. Let's make it daytime real quick, so we can see. All right, we're taking off on runway 12. 09. Okay. 09 left. So let's pull it up. Look at this guy in there. He's real happy to be in there. Sure, the wheel well is in his face, but that's fine. Alright, let's see if just one engine's enough for this thing to take off here. Oh boy. And up we go. Gear coming up. Pull up. Alright, it's not the most powerful engine in the world. For sure. Maybe we should probably have 2 engines on this thing at least, if not more. I wonder if the obelisk is still out here. I mean, all of this obviously wasn't here in the first game. Also, the lighting on the trees are a little weird. Oh, I see a bridge. Gotta fly under that. Oh boy, this thing does not control very well. It's a little clunky. What do we got over here? We got fuel tanks, more trees, some bridges and walkways. I think this is the R&D center. Oh god, footpath! Let's buzz the tower real quick and then we'll make a faster jet, just to kind of see how she performs. Maybe we'll strap 2 more engines on this one. I do like the back engine though. It's pretty cool to have one of those. But I think we can get engines under both wings too. Because, I mean, honestly, I feel like this thing flies slower than 172. Well, let's see how landing goes. I might change out the tail fins too. They're a little too squirrely. Minus 2 hours to order tacos. Oh yeah, you're right. I only have 2 hours to order some tacos. Alright, let's over to VAB. We're gonna add 2 more engines to this. We're gonna pop off the tail, change the tail up a little bit to more control surface tails rather than, not control surface, actual wings. I just don't like control surfaces where the whole wing itself moves. It's a little weird looking for such a small plane like this. If we were using front canards, it would look better. Let me just throw these away, and then let's see here. Maybe. No. Maybe I can move this down just a little bit, so it's a little bit more into the body. And then we'll use a extra small stabilizer guy here. There we go, just a standard stabilizer. Pop these here. I'll rip these off because we don't need those. Come on, get rid of the wing, please. What is going on? There we go. Destroy those. Pop this on there. And move these close to the body. Something like that. And we will take some small boy wings. Or landing gear here. Go them to the back. Something like that. Rotate these inwards a little bit. Okay, and that means I can take this guy. I would have hoped. Let me set a new anchor point so I can just grab the nose off here. Delete it. Then throw a new nose on. And a new landing gear. And that's balanced. Cool. Let's just make sure auto friction's off and auto adjust steering is off and auto suspension is off. Friction's off, steering off. Then that. Okay, we can launch. Give this one a whirl. See if this one's a little bit faster. You know, now obviously we could make a jet almost exactly like this one here, based on the image, right? Bigger engine. We can make the fuel silage actually hold fuel and put a, you know, a medium engine on there. I like the metallic look on this one. Very retro. Very, very retro. And then they have like an inline intake scoop here, which is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure my game's about to crash. Pretty sure it's not loading. Because we don't have a load bar or... Yeah, the fact that that's doing that. Alt F4 there too. Definitely a lot of little bugs. You know. But shoot, I remember the original parts for Kerbal Space Program, like the parts that they kind of immortalized by putting them out in the abandoned airfield and everything. Like, that's how long I have been playing this game. So this to me is not that bad. Lost 15 minutes. 15 whole minutes, chat. I'm about to crash. Yep. It's fine. It's fine. No issues. Let's see if it happened to autosave our little plane here. Let's load this guy. You know what? Let's actually do the bigger engine one. Let's test it. Actually, does this one take methane only or what? Degrees of thrust restoring make it capable of maintaining burst speed, also having one of Jeb's favorite engines. It would be. Yeah, it's just I think so. Methane. Boom. So yeah, so I use the radial intake here. Honestly, we could just use this. Boom. Aggressive. Then let's grab some wings. Get the root a little bit. Down here. Move this down a bit. Back a bit. A bit. Up. A slight tilt. And then maybe even the length. Go. Then shorten the wingspan. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Oop. This thing's basically a rocket with rings. I'm gonna love it. Okay, this guy, independent throttle. Ooh, independent throttle. That's an interesting idea. Engine mode, cruise. Okay. I think I can add a twist to the wings, can I? Looks pretty cool. Little snubby. And then I really like the idea that this on the screenshot that we saw, they had one of these on it. I don't know why I really like that idea, but I just do. Why am I putting down 4 of these? Oh. Alright, we do need a different gear on front. Okay, cool. Let's try and add some lights. Maybe on the wingtips here. No. What's supposed to be the color on the left wingtip? Chat? You guys know? This is gonna be the best option here. That's how they forget. Is it red left, green right? And then this guy is supposed to just blink white, I think. Green is left, red is white. Okay, green is left, red is white. I think every second's good on that. Alright, let's see if this little guy will fly. Red is left, green is right. Dang it. Why won't you fly? Runway 1. Do I have a Kerbal selected? Google says red is left. Alright, fine. I'll change this real quick. Go to runway 1 with this one, right? Set that afterburner. Woo! We're going. We're gonna switch to cruise. You know what? This is both pitch and roll. We don't have a tail. Really. This one's only yaw. Woo! Should have made that a control group, but man, I love the shockwaves going through the exhaust there. This looks so good. It's a little unstable with autopilot, as you can see. Here, let me turn off. Autopilot in a way. See how she actually handles in flight. Oh man, I didn't think about it having clouds in this game. This is weird. I never downloaded any of the cloud mods. Look at this. It is not. It turns like a truck. It is not agile. F12 for arrow GUI? Really? Ah, no! That's also take screenshots. To hide UI. Ooh, nice. Alright, here we are at the little abandoned airfield. I don't have any air brakes. This thing drops like a rock. Oh no, we're gonna... Oh! We just hit that going 130 meters a second. Alright, let's actually give this a honest shot at landing here. Let's go back to KSP. Did I hit deactivate or did I hit cruise? Yeah, she really doesn't want to turn. Roll's fine, but turning not so much. Let's get some altitude. Let's get some altitude again. Man, that afterburner just kicks it, doesn't it? This is Urbo Kerman. We're about 25 kilometers out of KSP. Requesting permission to land on runway, 09 left. Go to space with it? Nah, I can't. It requires oxygen. We're doing 500. We are cooking. Gets a little unstable with autopilot at this speed, so yeah, you actually almost have to turn it off. Alright, I think we're clear to land. Gonna hear a pattern on the left base. Alright, we're gonna go to cruise mode. We're gonna slow way down. Just go to space with it? True. How funny would it be when multiplayer comes out, like, I'm flying around, someone launches their ship, and I just crash into it with the plane? Because, like, I'm doing, like, a left base formation here. Running the SR-71 Blackboard would be awesome. Yeah. You can do it in this game for sure. Holding 200 meters a second at 16% throttle. Cruise mode sure does cruise. Look, we get a blinking signifier light. Got the green right side, red left side, so at nighttime you can be able to see us. Is it lagging in game or is that the stream feels like the FPS is really low? The FPS is not like awesome, but it's definitely playable. But maybe other people in the stream can confirm that. Like right now, I think I'm getting pretty good FPS here. Let me see if there's a show FPS counter. So I'm getting, wow. It doesn't feel like I'm getting 20 FPS, but that's what it's saying I'm getting. But it really doesn't feel like that. It feels closer to like mid-20s to 30. Like this turn to me does not feel like it's only 15 FPS. Alright, turning left base, and we're gonna be on final approach. Here? Runway 09 left. Oh dude, when multiplayer comes out, doing some formation flying would be cool. We are on final approach. Gears coming down. Yeah, I mean my PC's old though. Like I think my PC's going on 6 years old. Alright, throttle to 0, and we will just glide her in. Hopefully. She's not super balanced. Okay, maybe I need just 10% power. She doesn't want to glide too well. Wheels caught a little weird. Alright, and we'll just roll out. Yeah, I'm also playing on the, I think the game set my graphics to the highest it could go initially too. This runway is so long. Up. Up. Or let's buzz the tower. For a keyboard landing, I'd say that landing was sufficient. Wasn't perfect, but... Oh man, someone in multiplayer could be like flight control too. If they wanted. Nope. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Let's go back to the VAB and see what default vehicles there are. There's saw some out here, so I just kind of want to see what they're kind of providing initial players here. Got a big boy rover with engines. I'm gonna see how this thing goes. Oof. Honestly, for rolling that many times, it's not that bad. Didn't take much damage. That's just a superficial piece. Let's take a look at these wheels and the suspension. Pretty cool. I don't know how this one is attached. How is this attached on the front here? Did they just attach it here and move it forward enough and then add struts? It's a little weird how it's floating. How fast does this thing go? 26? It's not bad. It does have a tendency to flip if you get going though. Mako from Mass Effect? I never played Mass Effect, so I wouldn't know. Yes, a very Space Engineers type vessel for sure. Okay. So they give you a ground vehicle to kind of mess around with. Let me see what one of the actual rockets might look like. This is the K2 default rocket. Got RCS. It's got 4 liquid boosters, plenty of fins. Got a not a mainsail engine, but the other thing. Skipper, I think. Actually, is that a skipper? What is this called? No, that's a mainsail. Okay. It's got 6,193 delta V. Could definitely go into orbit. If it controls well enough, it honestly might be able to get all the way to the Mun and orbit it. But it doesn't have a lander, so it's not going to land anywhere. Let me see what the solar panels look like extended. I haven't looked at them yet. They look pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. So tell you what, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. I'm gonna have a raid to get to in an hour. So I'm gonna eat. Keep doing some house chores and things that need to get done. This was kind of our first look here at Kerbal Space Program 2. Personally, I would say if you're new to Kerbal Space Program or you don't already have it, just stick to Kerbal Space Program 1 for now. Obviously, there's a lot more content there. For me, my favorite thing to do is obviously science mode. Sandbox mode to me is not super fun because I kind of need a specific goal to strive for, and I feel like career mode with science kind of gives me those goals and missions and things. So I feel like, you know, I'm super excited to like support the devs and excited that we get a new KSP with the upgraded graphics, and hopefully, you know, the UI needs a little bit of work when it comes to like space flight, but you know, I'm excited. I think this will be a good one to keep your eye on, especially when they add career mode and science mode, for sure. Just the new textures on the planet, the moons and surfaces is totally worth it for me personally. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this one here. Thanks for coming out and supporting the stream. If you guys enjoyed the stuff, feel free to subscribe to get notified when we go live with other games and things. Become a member to unlock our emotes and support the channel. Else, I'll be a sad cat. So with that, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Have a good one. Talk to you guys soon.